a battle for independence. The Chilean Revolution.
The known beginnings of the Chilean Revolution were in Santiago, an inland town in central Chile. On September 10, 1810, the residents held a town hall meeting, the first of the National Congress. The people in the town did not like living under the new French reign, as they did not have higher representation in government. This can be seen as similar to the Americans who fought under England. The land had originally been claimed by Spain, but the French had appointed Joseph Bonaparte, brother of Napoleon Bonaparte, as the captaincy of Chile. This angered the people, causing this open meeting. In 1814, the Battle of Rancagua, the Spanish upheld their control of Chile by holding off revolts. Later in 1817, Chileans revolted and took over total control of their land and government once again.
The Battle of Rancagua takes place on October 1st and 2nd, 1814, between the Spaniards and the Chileans. The Spanish, the French, and the Chileans were all fighting over the land of Chile, but Chile was truly fighting for independence against both of the countries. Through all the chaos between all the countries, Spain surprised everyone with a tactic of crossing the Andes Mountains, which catches the Chileans off guard and allows the Spaniards to take control of the land for a number of years. The crossing of the mountains is similar to Napoleon's tactics and George Washington's crossing the Delaware River to take control. Due to this tactic, the Spaniards held most of the power in Chile for a number of years, but however, Chile would eventually get the power back through the Battle of Chacabuco.
The Battle of Chacabuco was an important moment in the Chilean War for Independence. It was in 1817 on February 12th, and it took place in Santiago, Chile. The battle was fought by Bernardo O'Higgins and General José de San Martin of Argentina. Bernardo O'Higgins and General San Martin were the main leaders in this battle. This battle was one of two battles for the Chilean War of Independence. The first battle, which is the Battle of Chacabuco, paved the way for the Spaniards to be kicked out of Chile, which in turn would make the second battle the final battle for Chilean independence.
Short-term impacts the revolution has had were political independence as well as political vulnerability. From their win over the war, Chile had finally gained control and independence, breaking away from the Spanish rule. Doing so, they improved the environment by setting up their own government, as well as seeing who is the right fit to govern over the colony. For political vulnerability, however, they faced conflicts over who should hold the power and have the leadership. Bernardo O'Higgins resigned from this leadership role, leading the colony to vulnerability. However, long-term impacts they had were economic growth and regaining stability. Chile developed a lot, with their colony now focusing on its trade and agriculture. It has improved, making their economy one of the strongest in Latin America. Over the years, Chile developed for the better, having an established, stable government to guide their people. Their regain of stability has helped Chile become considered one of the more politically stable countries in Latin America. For their regain of stability as well as having economic growth, the Chilean Revolution was most similar to the American Revolution, as both of their objectives were to gain independence. The Chilean people felt the need to break away from the Spanish rule, while the American people wanted to separate themselves from Britain's. This shows that both objectives were aimed to get independence from colonial power. Although the Haitian Revolution did also want to gain independence, it was only towards one group, the enslaved African American people. Their main goal was to end slavery and fight for the humanity of the enslaved people, which is not the Chilean Revolution's main purpose. The French people also differed, as they wanted to overthrow the monarchy and give more power to their people. Their goal contrasts from the Chilean Revolution, as it was more about overthrowing the social structure rather than gaining freedom from the colonial rule.
These are the sources we used for our investigation and documentary. Thank you for watching.